Hello, custom creator here. I'm Danny Lee OGT. That is my partner in
OGL
crime.
Schmidt.
So I don't have to explain to any of you what the OGT is. I'm 29-year OGT here. Live, eat, breathe, sleep tool, love tool. I live tool and love music. So I'm just going to read the lyrics. And OGL here is a 80s metal guy, which a lot of people dubbed that glam hair metal. And he had not heard a lot of Tool. He had heard of Tool, of course, Sober and a few other songs, Schism maybe. And now me and him jammed for a long time in our Discord. And before I thought about becoming a creator. And then it was a while before I became a music reactor. Anyway, so now he's here with me. He was super introverted. I'm triple extroverted. I'm from the South. He's from the North. He talks correct. I have no damn teeth. So, we're perfectly matched to make, everything equal in the cosmos. Anyway, I'm going to read the lyrics to Jimmy. My car is named Judith. Our server used to be called Hold Your Light Where I Could See. So OGL has definitely got a grip of a concept of, Maynard's mom was paralyzed at 11. Maynard is Jimmy. So he knows that much, but I don't think he's ever really, other than, 1 and 1 or 1, 11. I say that 3 times a damn day. So I'm just gonna read the lyrics real quick, and I will turn it over to OGL. And I won't be here till it's I was over with the fat lady that sung at the Scientology show. Yeah.
What were they thinking?
Yeah, that's what Maynard said. Have you ever heard our music? What were you thinking when you invited us here?
Oh my God, yeah. Beautiful disaster.
All right, so Jimmy, what was it like to see the face of your own stability suddenly look away, leaving you with the dead and hopeless? 11 and she was gone. 11 is when we waved goodbye. 11 is standing still, waiting for me to free him by coming home. Moving me with a sound, opening me within a gesture. Drawing me down and in, showing me where it all began. 11. He was too scared to realize you were the voice that's been calling me back home. Under a dead Ohio sky, 11 has been and will be waiting, defending his light and wondering, where the hell have I been? Sleeping, lost and numb. I'm so glad that I have found you. I am wide awake and heading home. I wish that I could see you. Turn and run to play. Dreams are fading. Carry my ancient soul. Carry me into the light. Aim your body heavenly, enduring a memory. I'll come to your light. Hold your light. Hold your light where I can see. Hold it high. Hold your light, 11. Lead me through each gentle step, by inch, by loaded memory. And I'll move to heal as soon as pain allows so we can reunite and both move on together. Hold your light, 11. Lead me through each gentle step, by inch, by loaded memory, till 1 and 1 are 1, 11. So glow, child, glow. I'm headed back home. Those are, sorry, I moved me off the square over there. So I'm gonna get lost, and I'll turn it over to OGL.
All right, been looking forward to this one. Let's hear Jimmy.
What was it like to see
So, right off the bat, I am familiar with this song conceptually, as far as Jimmy being Maynard at the age of 11 and all of that. Right off the bat, the music sounds like it's playing with time. That opening riff, which is heavy as fuck, like it's got almost like a bendy sound that kind of feels like time being warped. And then when the cleaner sounds come in, the clean guitars, that's very ethereal. Maynard's voice kind of also has an ethereal feel. It has a like it's floating through the air. The entire mood right now kind of feels like stepping outside and looking up in the sky and seeing it begin to darken. Like the storm clouds are coming in. It's really creepy and really ominous. Um, 11 and she was gone. 11 is when we wave goodbye. 11 is standing still. Um, again, it bear with me here, guys. It definitely feels like again you're drifting backwards. You're revisiting something tragic, and it's a very dark time, and the darkness is beginning to overwhelm. That's the vibe I'm getting right now, and we've just started. Uh, on the lighter side of things, major props for Maynard and his endless diphthong on coming home. But other than that, apologize. Other than that, super cool so far. Let's go.
Standing still, waiting for me to free a body, coming home. Moving me with a sound, opening me within a gesture, drawing me down and then showing me where it all began. 11. He was too scared to realize you were the voice that's been calling me back under a dead Ohio sky. 11 has been and will be awaiting, defending his light and one frame.
All right, so mentioned before, previously we had the storm clouds coming. Uh, right before that pause, Adam's guitar tone. That's definitely a downpour there. I love the fact that under the under home, under that once again the endless diphthong, that's the riff from the beginning. That sort of time bendy riff, which I did not notice at first. Uh, really cool touch because that riff is awesome. Adam's palm muted bits in this, I really like because most of the time when you have that kind of chugga chugga, it is propelling a song forward. Uh, usually at great velocity. Metallica, Iron Maiden, Black Sabbath, good examples of this. This is very atmospheric. It's not. It's not propulsive. It's just. It's sort of drawing you into this world. You were too scared to realize you were the voice. He was too scared to realize you were the voice that's been calling me back home. See, Maynard is much better at this than I am. But I love the longing in Maynard's voice when he said, "You were the voice that's been calling me back home." And then under a dead Ohio sky, which is a fantastic lyric, the intensity starts to pick up. And I like how before that, you could hear the energy in the drums start to pick up in a very subtle manner, but it definitely sort of foreshadowed this increase in intensity. Um, I'm sorry, guys, I can't. This constant reference to 11. I understand its meaning here, which is beautiful. I'm always going to be thinking of Stranger Things for some reason, so bear with me. I just I just watched a little bit of that with a buddy of mine, so a couple days ago. Yeah, so it's stuck in my head. But like as far as the vibe, like this would be a perfect song for that, just because of how ominous and how dark and how menacing this is. Uh, Waiting for the three, two, one. Okay, so my OGT sensei there is just informed me that Tool fans watching Stranger Things thought of this song. So glad I'm not alone there. Uh, Shout out to the Tool Army, by the way. Thank you all for taking this journey with me. Uh, and I was mentioning that the music in this is very menacing. Vocally, it's very light. It's very somber. It's very introspective, and it's very, again, like a lot of longing. I really do like that contrast. Even like in this more intense part, Maynard's vocals are picking up in intensity just a bit, but it still has that longing feel. I do have a song.
Under a dead Ohio sky, the evidence been and will be awaiting, defending his light and wandering. Where the hell have I been? Sleeping lost in no mind. Now that I have found you, I am what I'm waiting, headed home.
So Danny and I are both patrons of the Charismatic Voice. Uh, Basically, do a shot every time we mention that in one of our videos. You'll end up with liver poisoning. They have a shirt that says "Keep calm and diphthong." In that particular instance, Maynard was diphthonging his balls off, but he was most definitely not calm. Uh, yeah, knew the intensity was going to pick up soon. Perfect placement on that. That was right after like the vocals were barely audible underneath that rolling avalanche of sound that the band was churning up. That is like being caught in a thunderstorm during an avalanche with a tornado like roaming around the perimeter. Uh, Love that riff. Again, Adam is pulling all sorts of duty here. The heavy riffs, the textural stuff, the palm muting. I like how sometimes they'll put like like a delay on Maynard's voice just to emphasize a particular word. That's cool. There also throughout the song there have been those like whispered vocals that you can barely hear that just serve to make things even creepier and like things that you might miss if you're jamming into to this in a car or something. And you put on a pair of headphones and turn off the lights in here. It's like, oh wow, didn't even hear those. Uh, Tool's master of those. Again always major props to them for embracing the production aspect. A lot of heavy bands just think it's supposed to be heavy, 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 and if you actually try to make it sound good per se, that's not good. Tool always going against the grain. Uh, I also did like how Maynard would put emphasis on particular words in his line. Sleeping, lost, and numb. So glad that I have found. I might be getting the words right, but I like how he will put that emphasis on particular words just to sort of it destabilizes the rhythm and it feels like a natural emotive expression. Real quick, One thing I've been forgetting to mention every time because I get caught up in the song's tapestry. But Danny Carey is doing a really interesting technique here where it's almost like he's emulating a maiden style bass gallop with his drums. It's got a rolling, galloping feel to it. And you combine that with like this super heavy, bendy riff and sort of the increased percussive nature of Maynard's vocals. Man, that is a super heavy sound. Um, I know that the uh, people have said that Tool wasn't as heavy after Undertow, and just from what I've heard, I disagree completely. I just think they're heavy in a different way. Just the way they've sculpted the sound is it's amazing. I wanted to touch on the lyrics in this last stanza here because I really did love these. So you have Maynard with the hold it high. He put a lot of oomph into that. It was that big aggressive diphthong, and then his voice is softer. The music retains its intensity, and he's saying, "Hold your light, 11. Lead me through each gentle step by step, by inch, by loaded memory. I'll move to heal as soon as pain allows, so we can reunite and both move on together." So losing a family member or enduring any kind of tragedy at a young age is terrible for a child uh, because the consistency of your world is essentially broken. Something you think you felt would be there for you your entire life has now been removed. My dad passed away when I was 13. I remember feeling that way. I didn't think there was anything that could ever remove him from my life, and there it was. So you tend to, when you look back, you tend to see that as a split. Like there was your life before this, there is your life after this. Um, and it takes you a while to recover from that. What I love about how this song depicts that is that he's basically saying, okay, it's not separate. It's the continuing strand of life. This happened. You have to accept it. You have to absorb it. You have to learn the lessons that this has to teach you. And you have to use that to make you a better person. So when he hits that big diphthong, that big hold it high, it doesn't feel angry or aggressive. It feels triumphant. It feels almost like something emerging from a cocoon in a different form. And then when he does hold your light 11, uh, I'll move to heal as soon as pain allows so we can reunite and both move on together. And meanwhile, this music is still conjuring up this dark cloud of sound. But now you get the feeling, okay, the skies are still stormy, but it's no longer bothering this person. Like they've learned how to absorb it. They've learned how to brave the storm. We've got a short on the channel that shows a guy standing in a hurricane, banging his head to a Tool song. That's essentially what this is. It's just learning how to um, use bad experiences to improve yourself as a person. So, glow, child, glow. I'm heading back home to come to peace with your past so that you can move on in the present so you can have a future. Uh, yeah, Maynard's lyrics are always fantastic, and I love how Tool structures their music to sort of illustrate in a audio fashion the emotional uh, headspace of these lyrics. So yeah, I love this song. This is a fantastic song. Uh, Thank you, Danny. This was a good one. Yeah, yeah. But when Elizabeth broke down "Push It," I was like, "Shit, this is actually pretty good stuff." And then Danny was essentially the guy who helped carry me across the bridge. But yeah, so "Push It" members only. But the rest of Animo, we got a couple more songs going, and then it's Lateralis, correct? Alrighty, mental health is real. Be a part of the start. Take care of yourselves. You can take care of each other. Thank you so much. Shout out to Army. Love you all. See you in the next one.